Abenteuer Allrad 2024. Eine Geschichte, die werdet ihr so schnell nicht vergessen. Das ist ein Lamborghini. Ich muss dazu gestehen, ich kenne mich bei den Lamborghinis nicht so gut aus, aber hier haben wir den Connor mit dabei. Hello Connor.
Hallo, wie geht's?
Ganz gut. Where are you coming from?
I'm coming from America.
Yeah, this is Montana.
Yeah.
This is where you're born?
No, I'm originally from Colorado.
Okay,
Yeah.
pretty cool. Because I have a lot of relatives located in Kansas, which is
Okay.
right next to Colorado.
Yep,
So pretty cool. And this is an off-road car.
Yes, yeah, so it's still a little bit more tweaking to be done, some skid plates and things like that, but yeah, I'm doing a trip around the world.
And you sleep inside a car.
Yes, I do live in the back, if you want
Why?
to see my bed,
Why?
because it's a convenient place to sleep.
Really?
Yeah.
When I think about it, Lamborghini wouldn't be the first brand which comes to my mind when I think about off-road world tour.
Yeah.
In my car. So
Yeah, I mean, the thing with this is I can race around, get to nice, cool destinations in the forest, and just sleep. I don't have to find an Airbnb, I don't have to find a hotel, I just can go. And if I do, from time to time, stop at a hotel, it's all the same too.
Okay.
So this car is a four-wheel drive from
Yeah.
the beginning. So
Yeah.
you don't need to alter anything. This was coming right.
Yeah, well, so it's at the stock height. It's got air suspension. However, there is a trick we can do to actually bring up the height of the vehicle. So I'm going to do that here shortly. I just added this front bumper, about to do, like I said, the skid plates, rear bumper, some rock sliders on the side, and just make it a little bit more off-roady. I'm about to set off. I'm Europe this summer, but then I'm going to set off across Asia and Russia and through the Middle East going towards China.
Are you kidding me?
No.
You want to go right through Russia
Yeah.
as an American?
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. Do you have do you have
Nice to
roots?
meet you.
No.
No,
No.
that's cool. What is this here? Because we all ask ourselves.
This here. So I didn't know what that was when I bought the car, but apparently it's for like a security gate. So I bought it
Okay.
from a guy in LA, famous guy, and I assume he had some sort of security gate either at his house or studio, and I can pull those off. I just haven't yet.
So one thing that needs to be mentioned are the rims, and you have a rim protection ring here that is really used by you.
Yes, yes. So this is a culprit of driving through the UK where the toll booths are on the wrong side of the road. So to reach it from the driver's seat, I reach through across the car, but you have to rub against the curb to get close enough to tap the credit card to pay. But with these Delta rims, since they have this removable, replaceable ring, I can just grind up against the curb and it's no
So it
issue.
doesn't
I
really
replace
matter.
the ring and the rim's fine.
Because normally those are busted. So, but these here are protected by this ring.
And just like, oh, never mind, you know.
So what is this kind of car? How the original car? How is it called?
The Urus. But
Really?
I call it the Camperghini.
The Camperghini.
Because it's like Lamborghini plus
Yeah.
camper, so it's, together Camperghini.
Please, if we could step back a little, that we can see the whole car. Really cool. So you have an Instagram channel or what?
Yeah, so it's Camperghini. It's Instagram, YouTube. I've got a website, www.camperghini.com. These are the 18 countries I've been to so far, and I'm still gaining more countries every day or every
So you
week.
also had your trip in the beginning in the US, or
Yeah, so I was in the U.S. I flew it over on this airplane here.
Cool.
That's me at LAX airport, standing on the hood of the car. That was pretty fun. And here I am, around the world: London, Rome, Paris, Scotland, Romania.
Are you starting to get famous now a little bit?
I mean, some people are liking what I'm doing, I'll say.
Because this is extraordinary. What do you do for life normally?
Well, before I did commercial construction in the U.S.
So you know what you're doing. For instance, this special bumper, because I've heard that this construction didn't exist 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So the day of the show, I put this on. I was actually late arriving to the show because I was getting this done.
And who was doing this?
So I did this with the help of my friend Benjamin with Outdoor Punks, and we finished it in his shop. So it's a steel construction. It's a bit heavy right now. It's about 70 kilograms.
Yeah.
So as with many things on this car, there's a first version and then there's a second version. And there's likely to be an aluminum second version soon that's a bit lighter.
And a motor that's inside. What
So it's a 641 horsepower twin turbo V8.
is cool? The sound?
Yeah,
Can I hear?
yeah, we can start it.
Yeah, please. do.
Maybe they won't love it here at the booth, but
Yeah, but I don't care.
You know.
So, because it's the last day of the exhibition.
yeah.
So
But you have to see my bed first. So the first thing I do for the bed is I push the seat forward with the. Maybe the battery might be dead on the car from showing it. So maybe we have to start it. Let's see if it'll start.
Stop. What did you do
What
there?
the heck?
Is this a plane or what?
yeah, it's a fighter
Is that
jet.
normal?
So this comes up, and maybe it'll start. It might be dead. Yeah, the system looks to be dead. Yeah.
It's not starting.
Oh, there we
It's
go.
working.
Started.
The guys behind the car.
Not bad.
Please.
I bet you want to.
But the sound, is this a sound processor or is it real?
No, it's real sound. It's real sound from
Really?
the exhaust. Yeah. Yeah.
I like this car.
Yeah.
Dani, wenn du mal kurz reingehst. bitte.
Könntest du den?
Yeah. I just put the seat forward because it's in the bed deploying position.
Because I've heard that a lot of people live in their cars in the States, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm one of them. I'm just not in the States anymore.
Yeah, cool. Because of
a bit tight right
maybe of other reasons, but the States is pretty huge, wide, but you want to travel the whole world, isn't it?
Yep. Living in the back. So I'll show you now my bed.
Please.
The way I have that in here. So I've got this that slides out, and this goes like that. And then in here, I fold this flat, just like this. And now I have a bed. I've got a foam mat that I can lay down on here.
This was your construction idea?
Yep.
You're kidding me? That's great. Well, what is your size?
So I don't know in centimeters.
Yeah, but
About
you're
like 180 centimeters.
180 centimeters.
Something like this. Yeah.
And how
Like
do
180.
is it good sleeping in there?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like comfortable, insanely comfortable. I mean, it's a thin foam pad on top of an aluminum plate.
So you don't like it?
It works, right? It works. It's not about comfort. It's about the places you can go. And I've got the fridge. I've got the freezer.
Just hold on. I got to look on it.
I can open the back.
This is the biggest freezer I ever saw in such a car. So you tried it out before, if it works with the window in the back?
Well, there's a lot of measuring. So over here I've got my just like storage bin. I've got the stove. I've got the carnet with all of the countries that I've been approved, if you will, to drive to.
It reminds me a tiny little bit of an examination table.
Yeah,
Or like for that.
When you're dead.
I've heard that before. Thank you for reminding me
Yeah,
of
I'm
that,
sorry.
as if I didn't know.
Not sorry. I'm sorry.
I've got my little faucet over here. It's just simple, easy.
Just show me. It's so simple, or
Yeah, so it just turns on. I can wash food, wash my hands. I was touching someone's car earlier that was dirty.
and where
so-
is the water coming from?
It's just coming from this
the
little
bottle.
tank. Yeah, so I just refill this bottle by hand, and
Pretty simple.
it's just very
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
But
Can I
it
look
works.
inside your fridge?
Yeah.
Just to see what you.
Yeah.
What you don't know about him is
Yeah.
that he watches every fridge he can find.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got the freezer, got some steaks in there ready to go.
Oh, you are a meat guy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've got
Steaks,
some steaks.
salad,
Yep.
a lot of salad.
Oh, there's even more.
So you're not starving here.
No.
Okay.
I've been good. I was getting a little hungry, so I might have to grill up a steak here soon.
Here is the
That's all the electronics.
electronics.
Yeah. So unfortunately, since I've been in a workshop for the last week and a half working on the bumper plus the show for 4 days, the battery internal to I have 3 batteries under this plate. They all died, so I'm having to plug into shore power. But once I start driving around again, then I'll be able to charge it
So
back up.
did you do a test in the States before? If everything works like you...
I finished welding this at 11 o'clock at night and drove straight in like 30 hours to LA to drop it off at the airplane.
No.
Yeah.
So it was all...
So right in time.
Yeah, just in time. So I had a version before this that I made in wood, just to kind of test out the size and parameters and such, and then I remade it with the aluminum. And I'd never TIG welded aluminum before, and obviously it's not perfect.
Isn't it hard sleeping on this? When you, I know that the Americans, they don't like comfort because you are a tough guy, and so no, you have a mattress.
Yeah, well, I have a foam mat that sits on top of here. When I started, all I had was a yoga mat.
Okay.
And then later I picked up this thermarest to put on top of the yoga mat, so it's slightly more comfortable.
No, side sleeping isn't, right?
So next week I'm getting a rooftop tent because my dad's actually coming for 2 weeks to join me.
It has a roof
driving around.
top tent.
I'm gonna get a rooftop tent this week.
Okay, this week. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But did you sleep this night here inside?
Yeah, I've been sleeping here the last few nights at the show. Well,
I mean, it's nothing new for you, so.
Yeah. Even though it's not exactly
But
flat.
people can look right into your car if they start in the morning because you see some ice from the inside. Is it like this, or?
You know, well, generally it's just everyone else partying all night long
Because
and going to bed. But the nice thing is the doors are like triple sealed.
because I think this is the whole difference of stealth thing, or
Well,
isn't
so
it?
stealth camping in here is quite nice because no one expects you to be sleeping inside of a Lambo.
Okay.
So I can pull up anywhere and camp, whether it's a Lamborghini dealership or the Eiffel Tower or anything like that. I can be sleeping in here and no one expects it.
Okay. I think this car is also not so common here in Europe because you don't see them every day. Or?
Yeah.
Okay, this is cool. So that's what I was getting. So this car is built in Italy.
Yeah. Bologna.
Bologna. This is so cool. So please close the hood here, the back door, and then I want to take a place on your right seat, and you go on to the left seat, okay? That we can talk a little bit about the car. Is this possible?
Yeah, let me move some things around.
Das ist cool. Guck mal hier oben drauf, das sind alle Sachen, die ihr untergebracht habt, oder?
Ja, ich finde schon ziemlich geil. Erstmal auf die Idee zu kommen, in so einem Auto eine Welttour zu machen.
Das ist mega. Er hat noch das Mikro, deswegen muss ich gucken, was los ist. Also er macht mal ein paar Sachen fertig, die hier oben fertig gemacht werden. Dann steigen wir mal ein und ja... Das ist so klasse, dass er so wenig Platz hat. Er hat übrigens die Tools hat er unten drin. Da ist alles jetzt mal ein bisschen durch, ich sag mal, beschriftet hier unten. Tools are inside here.
Yes. Yeah, I've got all the tools for fixing things, repairing things,
And here?
modifying things.
And here.
So in this bag, what do I have? These are my snacks. That I normally keep in the passenger seat.
Can I to take a look on your snacks?
Snacks. All right. You're hungry.
No, because I can tell something.
Okay.
Oh, so you are a healthy guy. Okay.
Yeah. I try to keep pretty healthy.
Thank you.
I ran out of bread yesterday.
So, wir gehen mal kurz auf die andere Seite. Hier vorne steht so, also hier sind die Ersatzteile, die da sind. Hier wird gerade verlost. Und wir steigen mal gerade ein. Hier sind noch Sandbleche auf der Seite. Ist das
right
mega?
here is where I've got the rest of everything stored. So I have a water filter there. I've got a bag with my shirts, trousers. I've got all the dry goods, camera gear, socks and briefs, and then I've got a table and chairs, and I've even got an electric stove. So I have an inverter in the back that I can just plug that into when I don't want to use the gas stove.
So TV stations did report on you already?
There's been a little bit of press coverage so far, but I've just been,
But it's growing.
It's growing. Yeah, I mean, I've just been in Europe, which everyone can go to Europe.
I'm really excited about your trip to the eastern countries.
Yeah. I think Russia, Afghanistan, these places are going to be more exciting.
Yeah. Okay. Because I just step in. Okay.
Yeah. Let's move a couple things.
Ja, a couple of things. Er hat wirklich alles ausgenutzt, siehst du?
Ja. Ich denke, muss man ja auch, wenn man quasi seinen ganzen Haushalt mitnimmt.
Das ist so krass, wie stabil so ein Auto ist, weil du denkst ja immer hier so ein Lamborghini und so weiter, das ist vielleicht nichts, mit dem du halt sowas machen kannst. Aber
ich
das
finde es
ist
eigentlich ganz cool, dass er mal einer von denen ist, die das auch ausnutzen, wenn sie gekauft haben. Weißt du, was ich meine?
Ja. So, ich gehe mal kurz rein, komm mal mit. Ich muss dir nämlich noch ein paar Fragen stellen. Oh, ist das geil hier drin. Jan, du musst hier einsteigen. Komm mal her. Komm, wir zeigen das mal. Der große Lamborghini. Allein der Einstieg ist so hoch, dass du, merkst du es?
Ja, sitzt sich ganz gut.
Bitte?
Sitzt sich ganz gut.
I like this car
Thank you.
because it's like a glove, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, es sieht wie ein Handschuh.
Damn comfortable.
Ja.
It has massage seats too.
What?
Heated, cooled massage.
So, okay, you come off your
I come off the bed.
examination table
Yeah.
and then you can just have a little massage in the morning.
Yeah.
So you do this on your own, or do you have someone with you?
No, so I travel solo.
Solo.
Yeah.
But what kind of experiences did you already had?
There's so many cool experiences with this. I mean, everywhere I go, from like a guy in a $300 Renault in a parking lot to, you know, rolling up to guys next to like $1 million cars. I can assimilate with everybody and be totally friends. I mean, that's what's so cool about this journey.
Because I also like what you do for Lamborghini, because this kind of cars, they're always related to a special group of dentists or lawyers or something like this. And right now you are doing this, what it should get, the off-road experience with this car, isn't it?
Yeah. So, you know, Lamborghini has the Storado, which is the, you know, lower down two-door off-road purpose-built vehicle. So this is the first, I guess we'll call it the Storado Urus, you know, that's slowly getting tweaked and things. I assume they'll probably come out with an off-road version here in the next couple of years.
Please explain us some of these gizmos here. These what can you do with this car? Can it fly, or this button is to start?
That's maybe next year we'll add that feature to it. But yes, we've got start switch here.
Okay.
Park. This allows it to go in manual, but you can also do that with the paddle shifters.
Okay.
This is for reverse. Then the ego. You know, in case you're feeling very egocentric, you can mess with that there.
Okay.
No, this is actually for changing like the suspension and the driving habits of the car. But that also can be done over here on the Anima. It has Strada, Sport, Corsa, Sabbia, Tierra, Nieve. I'm sure I'm pronouncing those not with a great accent.
And did you drive through the deserts already with this car? Or to rush environments? To hard, wie nennt man das? The harte Umgebung to
rough terrain.
Rough terrain. Yeah, I mean, I did get it stuck in Colorado on like a foot of snow. Yeah, high centered the car. Had to call a friend with a Toyota to yank it out. The only desert I've been is I did a little bit in Moab, which is somewhat deserty, and then down in California, I crossed the Mojave Desert and camped out there on the way to drop the car off at the plane in LA.
Cool.
But no like official sand dunes yet. I played a little bit on the beach in Italy, which was very fun, doing some donuts in the sand. This car is very capable and has a lot of horsepower, so I'm very excited to go down and do some deserts.
Getting a shower, is it hard sometimes, or how do you handle with this?
Yeah, it can be. So it's
because maybe after 2 weeks or something, you are not so convenient to girls.
Well, I've got this nice like bio organic deodorant with essential oils, which works pretty well.
That does the trick.
Yeah, it does the trick. Does the trick. But no, I mean, in all reality, I try to shower at least every day. You know, if I'm out in like the forest away from everyone, maybe it's every couple days or every third day.
Yeah.
But a lot of time, I find like a great mountain creek to camp by, and you can jump in, you know, and shower there. In the cities, it can be harder to find a place to shower just because every city has its own different places, and I got to go find a gym that's not like a fixed membership but allows for, you know, day passes.
Yeah.
Where in the US, everyone that lives in the cars, as you talked about, that drives around, they just have like Planet Fitness and 24 Hour, and that pretty much covers you everywhere you go. But if you're in Germany, it's one branded gym, and then you switch to a smaller city in Germany and they don't exist there, and you go to Austria, and then you're in Switzerland, and then you're down in Italy, and then maybe you're in Russia.
So this is great. Do you have a plan where you go?
Yeah, so this summer I'm going to hang out in Europe, just relax. Hang out, relax a little bit. You know, do some volleyballs, do some surfing, and then I'm going to head east through Russia and Afghanistan.
But
all the way.
Do you actually still work? Meanwhile?
I'm just doing content.
Okay.
Content. So Instagram is not so good paid by Instagram, but you need a lot of sponsors. Do they glue on you already? Or
the sponsors are definitely helping out. Yep. I'm always open to additional sponsors, and I was going to open up on my website like a Patreon link so people can help, because obviously the fuel on this is quite expensive.
But you are not born by thousands of bitcoins.
No. No, I mean, I started working when I was like 12 years old, you know, doing just anything I could do to earn a buck, lawn mowing, landscaping, like whatever it was. And I ended up going into construction, and I worked for years living with like tons of roommates and just saving everything I could. So, you know.
This was your big dream.
Yeah, was your plan all along to do that?
No, I mean, my plan was to just grow this real estate empire.
Okay.
You know, and I was working and playing the politics and everything to have like this massive real estate empire. And it was, every year was more successful. But I knew that I was destined to do something that was a new, difficult challenge. Like I felt like in that space, I was in a path, like in a great path, and like everyone would have loved to have been in that path. But I knew that, like, this is the
That's
journey.
not enough. Yeah.
Is there a planned end to the stories? Because like Netflix, there are some seasons and then it ends. Well, normally people die.
You know, but no, hopefully not. I'm waiting for Netflix to pick it up. You know, maybe they'll come and film
But
some.
there is no end. It's open. It's open.
Yeah, it's open-ended. I mean, I like to, you know, drive the car around the world. So I've got to cross through Asia, I've got Africa, I've got South America, and then there's islands all around.
But maybe in 2052 we can see you in, I don't know. Do you think you will become problems getting gas oil sometimes? You know, when it ends with this kind of motor, and in 2045.
Well, we'll see if that's actually feasible. You know, and the countries that are doing that, I've already more or less passed through. So you know, once you go through some of the more gas station countries, then you know you get.
Can I look on the motor itself?
Yeah, sure.
Also, guck mal rein. Gucken uns mal den Motor an, der ist so geil. Ups. I pop the back. Also normalerweise sind ja solche Autos normally those.
I don't know why I popped the back. When I was hopping out, I clicked it.
Normally those kind of cars are, when they are on an exhibition like this, they are not used. They are just made for exhibitions and something like this. When people see this car, do they believe that you really travel in it and live in it?
Yeah, I mean, I've got the photos, you know, on the side.
But do the people really believe?
I mean, I guess I don't really care if they believe or not. I'm doing it either way. But yeah, there's certain people that say like, oh, you know, that's great, you filmed that, and then you go to a hotel afterwards.
Honestly, we have been here like 2 days ago, and we just walked by, and I was just like, oh, Lamborghini is showing their car, you know. What else?
But with the story now.
Yeah, I didn't know the story at all, so I just forgot about it.
Well, you know, that's bad marketing on my part, I suppose.
No. It's all good because you don't know.
You would never expect that car be all around the world, so that's pretty awesome.
And did they already recognize you by Lamborghini already, or?
So no official Lamborghini recognition, but a lot of the dealerships have been very helpful traveling around. And
if something will happen, maybe they are worth a story on your Instagram channel.
Yeah.
Is it the dealership? Is it a big dealership all over the world?
Yeah, I mean, there's certain parts, you know, when you cross like the chunk of Africa, there's no dealerships in the middle, but there's been a few dealerships that potentially might help me out if I need something in the middle of the Sahara Desert or something like that.
And people say maybe that the cars from Italy, they are not so sturdy, and maybe they are not good for these rough environments. But what I see, what you did already with this car, did you go through the desert, you go through the mountains and everything? So it's a brand new way you use a Lamborghini, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean the thing is, a lot of this car is, you know, Volkswagen based. I mean, it's an Audi based. There's a lot of parts in here that have been tested over and over and over again on many vehicles.
Is Volkswagen here? Oh, of course.
Yeah. So
Guck mal hier,
things like
Volkswagen, hast
this,
du es?
Nee.
you know, they've been very well tested. Okay. So there's a lot of that. Now there is, you know, different Lamborghini things, but
so
this car's
it
been
has
very
nothing to do with the
reliable so
Lamborghini brand to 20 years ago.
Yes,
like this,
it's very different. Now that, you know, Audi acquired it through the Volkswagen Group, they put a lot of their parts in there that are, you know, very reliable.
Cool. So, if you want to join and follow this guy named
Connor,
then I have a QR code for you. Just go on at Camporini.
Yep.
And maybe if something is happening to the car, you need another one. Are they easy to find?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully not, because I have no insurance on it. Nobody will insure a car going around the world, but you know, I try to be careful with it. And you know, if I wanted to do an easy journey around the world, I would have gotten like a Land Rover or Land Cruiser even, or something like that. But you know, part of this was doing something that shouldn't be done and doing it anyway to prove that it can be
was it
done.
just like a Lamborghini is just my favorite brand overall, I really want to have that car, and then you're just like, oh, why not traveling around the world? Or was it traveling around the world and finding the right car, and that was just what popped up in your mind?
So I'd always had Ford trucks, you know, in construction, and I'd always
totally
liked
different.
Audis as well. And this is, you know, the Audi platform. But I got this thinking this was the most practical, epic car that would be so fun to drive around the world.
That's true.
And it absolutely is. And at the beginning, I really wasn't like a Lamborghini fanboy. But now that I've owned it and dealt with all of the Lamborghini dealerships in the countries I passed through, it is such an epic experience. And they do you right. They really do.
Did the police ever stop you?
There has been, a handful of police in multiple different countries.
And what do? They just want to look inside, or what?
They're just curious, like, what's going on. Like, this car with an American tag, you know, passing through their country.
Strange, because we have, I think, a lot of cars because of military airbase.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still weird, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're driving here with your American driver's license,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. So because you are every month in another country, okay, I understand.
Huh?
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
So cool. I like it. I like your story. it's really different to anything that I heard before. Driving in a Lamborghini is.
I've never heard about that one, no.
And you saw right as you started your motor, there was coming here. Oh, the odor that bothers me. Please put off the motor or something like this. But they don't have any. The sound, isn't it? When you start a motor, you get goosebumps.
So, I mean, obviously when I'm in a campground, I try not to keep like starting the motor to bother people because it's quite loud. But when I'm driving and you put that foot down on the accelerator, it's just pure pleasure.
Is it when you are going to get fuel because it's more expensive in the States? Do you feel that?
It's more expensive here.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah.
Here.
Especially. Yeah, and especially over in the UK, it was like 3 times the price of what it is in the US. Okay. There was an Iranian guy came by this morning. He said, "Oh, it's 2 cents per gallon in our country."
In Iran.
But then you have to cross, you know, and the tensions with Iran and the U.S. right now, I think it's safer through Russia.
I have a last question. What is the investment of this car in the States when you because it was used? What is this for a year?
With everything in it and all of that that I've done to it, I've probably got like 300,000 into it.
How much?
Okay.
Like 300.
$300,000.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But I think this car will be as famous as from Back to the Future, the car, you know. This,
That's the idea. So I got to be careful to it, you know.
Alles klar. So, auf Deutsch nochmal ganz kurz. Also, at Camporini das Ganze hier auf dem Stand von Frontrunner. Und vielen Dank nochmal für Delta 4x4, die uns den Tipp gegeben haben für dieses tolle Auto hier. Und ich muss wirklich sagen, I like these rims. These are extraordinary cool. And there is air suspension on every tire.
Ja.
Okay, cool.
Ja.
Danke. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten. Tschüss, Can.
Okay.
Bis zum nächsten
Dankeschön.
Mal. At Camporini. Und da ist der QR-Code. Tschüss.